New week, 50 new random facts you can't live without. We all know the Wright brothers, but what if I told you they had a secret family twist? Imagine a pet saving its owner's life with a single phone call. Yes, I said phone call. Or a TV series so expensive, the price tag alone could fund a small country. And somewhere in Earth's future, a volcanic eruption is quietly waiting to unleash more destruction than we can fathom. Get ready. These facts are wild, unexpected, and you won't want to miss a single one. A googolplex is 10 to the power of a googol, which is 10 to the power of 100, or 1 followed by 10 to the power of 100 zeros. It's so large it can't be written out fully in the universe. The Fish Doorbell is a Dutch live stream showing a dam gate. Viewers can ring a virtual bell to alert operators when fish are waiting to pass, helping them migrate safely upstream. The idea for the Final Destination movie came after co-writer Jeffrey Reddick read about a mother who convinced her daughter to change flights after a premonition. The original plane later crashed. Richard Garfield, the creator of Magic the Gathering, is the great-great-grandson of James A. Garfield, the 20th President of the United States, linking gaming innovation to American presidential history. Myalgia paresthetica is a nerve condition causing burning pain or numbness in the outer thigh. It's often triggered by tight clothing, earning it nicknames like bikini brief syndrome or skinny pants syndrome. Dirk Willems, a Dutch Anabaptist, escaped prison in 1569, but turned back to save his pursuer, who fell through ice. He was then recaptured and executed. The white edge of brie cheese is an edible rind formed by Penicillium candida mold, which helps ripen the cheese, adds an earthy flavor, and protects the soft interior during aging. The Suez Canal is jokingly called the Marlboro Canal by sailors because Egyptian officials often expect cartons of Marlboro cigarettes as unofficial bribes to help ships pass through smoothly. No need for bribes here. Just subscribe and get free facts weekly. Weather balloons are launched twice daily at the exact same time worldwide, midnight and 12 o'clock Universal Time Coordinated, to collect vital atmospheric data for global forecasting models. Over 900 stations participate in this effort. While the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur, are famous for inventing the first successful airplane, they were not the only Wright brothers. They actually had 5 other siblings, 3 brothers and 2 sisters. Before Pope Francis in 2013, the last pope to choose a unique name without a regnal number was Pope Lando, who served briefly from September 913 to March 914. The S in Ulysses S. Grant's name doesn't stand for anything. It was a clerical error on his West Point application, but he kept it throughout his military and presidential career. In 2022, Pantone and Adobe's dispute led to Pantone colors being removed from Adobe software. Unpaid users saw colors turn black, unless they paid Pantone's separate $15 monthly subscription fee. Pokemon creator Satoshi Tajiri loved collecting bugs as a child and was nicknamed Mr. Bug. His dream of becoming an entomologist later inspired the creature-collecting concept behind the Pokemon franchise. A geomagnetic reversal occurs when Earth's magnetic north and south poles switch places. Throughout history, the magnetic field has alternated between normal and reverse polarity, with each period known as a chron. A cat named Tommy saved his owner Gary by calling 911 after Gary fell from his wheelchair. Gary had trained Tommy to call for help, but never truly expected it to work. In Germany, dancing is banned on Good Friday in most states as a mark of respect for the solemn Christian holiday, reflecting laws that restrict public entertainment and celebration. In 2002, Australia won its first Winter Olympic gold when skater Stephen Bradbury claimed victory in the 1,000-meter short track, after every other finalist dramatically crashed just before the finish line. Have you ever won something by accident? Let us know in the comments below. Red delicious apples became redder over time due to natural mutations and selective breeding. which prioritized vibrant color and shelf appeal, often reducing the fruit's original flavor and texture quality. The Irish crown jewels were mysteriously stolen from Dublin Castle in 1907. Despite extensive investigations, they've never been recovered, and their disappearance remains one of Ireland's greatest unsolved mysteries. After a Royal Marine lost part of his leg, his "You'll Never Walk Alone" tattoo was cut short to "You'll Never Walk." He now jokes about it during motivational speeches. The Okavango River flows from Angola into Botswana, ending in the Kalahari Desert. Instead of reaching the ocean, it forms the Okavango Delta, a vast inland oasis teeming with wildlife. After the Titanic sank, the first recovery ship ran out of embalming supplies, so they preserved only first-class passengers, needing to visually identify wealthy victims for settling estate disputes. Subscribe now. It's free, unlike a first-class ticket. The world's first postage stamp, the penny black, debuted on May 1st, 1840, with 15-year-old Queen Victoria's portrait. Over 68 million were printed, and until 1854, each had to be cut out by hand with scissors. In 2014, Korean Air's chairman's daughter Heather Cho sparked outrage by forcing a flight attendant to kneel and apologize after being served macadamia nuts in a packet rather than a plate, then ejecting and demoting him. The Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power is the most expensive TV show ever made, with Amazon spending over $1 billion, including $250 million just for the rights alone. Alpacas are domesticated and not found in the wild. They are descendants of wild guanacos, native to the Andes, and are primarily bred for their soft fleece, used in high-quality textiles. Metal whiskering is when metals and electrical devices grow tiny hair-like projections over time, sometimes bridging solder pads and causing short circuits, a quirky but serious problem in electronics. A hippopotamus secretes a natural sunscreen from subdermal glands. This clear fluid turns red, then brown, acting as both sunblock and antimicrobial layer, protecting the animal's skin from sun and infection. Since gaining independence in 1947, no Prime Minister of Pakistan has successfully completed a full 5-year term, with every leader facing dismissal, resignation, military intervention, or political upheaval before finishing. Al-Borak is Africa's first high-speed rail, launched in Morocco in 2018. It connects Tangier to Casablanca, reaching speeds of 320 kilometers per hour on part of its 323-kilometer route. The MS Herald of Free Enterprise, a Ro-Ro ferry, capsized near Zeebrugge on March 6, 1987, after departing with its bow door open, killing 193 people and prompting major ferry safety reforms. Mineral Springs Waterfall is North Dakota's only waterfall, flowing into the Cheyenne River. Apart from being the only waterfall in the state, it has another quirky trait. It stands just 8 feet tall. A standard roulette wheel contains 37 numbers in European roulette, 0 to 36, and 38 in American roulette, 00 and 0 to 36. Intriguingly, the sum of all numbers from 1 to 36 is 666, nicknamed the number of the beast. Tom Brady holds a total of 20 Super Bowl records at the time of this video's release, including most wins by a player with 7 titles, most Super Bowl MVP awards with 5, and most career Super Bowl passing yards and touchdowns. Autophony is a rare condition where your own voice sounds unbearably loud, like it's echoing or screaming inside your head, caused by a defect or thinning in the inner ear. A supercentenarian is someone aged 110 or older, achieved by about 1 in 1,000 centenarians. They often live without significant age-related diseases until nearing the maximum human lifespan. Would you like to live this long? Let me know in the comments. The Year 2038 problem, or Y2K38, is a computer bug where systems using 32-bit time will overflow on January 19, 2038, potentially causing software crashes and data errors worldwide if left unaddressed. Slow TV is a Norwegian genre featuring real-time, unedited broadcasts of everyday events, like a 7-hour train ride or salmon swimming upstream, offering a calming, immersive alternative to fast-paced programming. Administrative Professionals Day honors secretaries, assistants, and support staff. Celebrated in select countries during April, it's not a public holiday, but often marked with gifts, lunches, and appreciation events at workplaces. In 2015, 18-year-old Julian Hernandez learned he was a missing child while applying for college, discovering his father had kidnapped him from his mother when he was just 5. In 2007, Minnesota passed a law, effective January 1, 2008, making it illegal for retailers to sell American flags not made in the USA, aiming to support domestic manufacturing and patriotism. In Romania's Mary Cemetery, graves feature colorful crosses and humorous carvings, celebrating life rather than mourning death. It's a unique place where laughter and stories replace somber remembrance. What funny epitaph would you like inscribed on your tombstone? Let me know down below. Arteries and veins are blood vessels with distinct roles. Arteries carry oxygen-rich blood from the heart under high pressure with thick walls, while veins return oxygen-poor blood using thinner walls and valves. Since 1997, craftsmen in Burgundy, France, have been constructing Guédelin Castle using only authentic 13th century tools, techniques, and materials. This ambitious project serves as a hands-on experiment in medieval architecture and historical construction methods. In 1689, Gottfried Leibniz invented the binary system, using only 0 and 1, believing it symbolized divine creation and could express all logic and arithmetic in its simplest form. The season 6 finale of House was filmed entirely with Canon EOS 5D Mark II cameras, DSLRs designed mainly for photos, but among the first to feature high-definition video recording capabilities. Marmalade is traditionally made from Seville oranges, known for their bitter, sour taste. These oranges are a natural hybrid between a mandarin and the pomelo, giving marmalade its distinct tangy flavor. Scientists estimate the next civilization-threatening volcanic eruption may occur in about 17,000 years, blasting an astonishing 1 teraton, that's 1 trillion tons, of pyroclastic material into the atmosphere. Timbaland let Ryan Tedder keep 100% of the publishing rights for the Apologize remix. His manager called saying, "He's not trying to take food off your table. He produced the remix. You wrote the song, so he's not taking any publishing." This rare gesture helped Tedder buy a home and change his life forever. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss next week's video. Or check out the playlist on your screen for more facts. See you next time.